On light, no music, and I'm looking for the U.S.-China press conference. I was watching Sky News trying to keep up with COP26, and I caught a indication that there is going to be a press conference at 6 p.m., and 6 p.m. UTC is right now. So just in case I find this, I'm going to take you along with the ride, take you along for the ride with me, and we're gonna see what exactly the news out of the U.S.-China agreement is going to be. I'll go ahead and hit the promote to my streamer watchers in my subscribers as soon as I have confirmation that we're definitely going to see a U.S.-China press conference. But so far, as you can see, nothing on the UN web TV. I wonder if there's a State Department article or something other than Sky News reporting on this. I'm going to get some useless windows out of the way here. I'll keep looking for the U.S.-China press conference announcement. Oh, here we are. Let's rewind.
It's not all the Brazil have to do.
Okay,
yes, we're live.
So we have to break. We could have spent a lot of time talking about deforestation, but we're going over to Glasgow, where there is a briefing by a very important delegation, the Chinese delegation.
在21世纪20年代强化气候行动的格拉斯哥联合宣言。
I'll repeat it here. The name of the joint declaration is China-U.S. Joint Glasgow Declaration on Enhancing Climate Action in the 2020s.
今天晚上6点钟，中美呢分别向网上把联合声明呢中英文稿同时发布，大家呢一会儿可以在网上呢去搜索。
Now the joint declaration is available online both in Chinese and English, and now you can search for it.
今年以来，中美双方按照两国元首通话的精神和指示，就气候变化问题举行了对话磋商，双方举行了近30场视频会谈，并在上海和天津举行了2次面对面的会议，在伦敦和格拉斯哥举行了面对面的会谈。经过双方的共同努力，今天下午已经达成了中美关于在21世纪20年代强化气候行动的格拉斯哥联合宣言。刚才呢，我告诉大家呢，已经6点钟已经在网上发布。联合宣言在今年4月上海中美应对气候危机联合声明的基础之上，以及9月天津会谈所取得的进展的基础上，进一步提出了中美双方开展国内行动，促进双边合作，推动多边进程的具体举措。
Since the beginning of this year, following the spirit and instructions of our two presidents, our two teams have been working in dialogues. We have had around 30 virtual meetings and met each other in Shanghai, Tianjin in China, and also in London and Glasgow. With the joint effort of both sides, we reached an agreement on the joint declaration this afternoon and put it online on 6 p.m. On the good basis of our April Shanghai joint statement on addressing climate crisis and the progress we made in our September Tianjin meeting, we further put forward in this joint declaration our respective domestic actions and the concrete measures we're going to take to advance bilateral cooperation and enhance multilateral process.
一是双方重申了
Well, there we are. That briefing going on right now at Glasgow.
Oh, come on. Give me a break.
Correspondent Hannah Thomas-Peter, and I could hear the Mandarin, Hannah. I couldn't hear the English, but my Mandarin is not really up to scratch. So I just wonder whether you could bring us up to date with what the Chinese are saying, a very important delegation.
Okay, come on.
That's right.
You're cutting them off. Screw you. I will read it then. That's fine. So, here we are. Let's change this. Can you see that, maybe? No, not quite. U.S. Special Presidential Envoy for Climate John Kerry and Chinese Special Envoy for Climate Change Xi Zhenhua met in Shanghai April 15th and 16th, 2021 to discuss aspects of the climate crisis. As the conclusion of the discussion, two special envoys released the following joint statement. Now, John Kerry has been pro-nuclear, vocally pro-nuclear lately, which is really interesting. And China has been absolutely killing it on nuclear. So let's see what we've got. The United States and China are committed to cooperating with each other and with other countries to tackle climate change, to tackle the climate crisis, which must be addressed with the seriousness and urgency that it demands. This includes both enhancing the respective actions and cooperating in multilateral processes, including the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change and the Paris Agreement. U.S. and China committed to working together and with other parties to strengthen implementation. Article 2, hold the global average temperature to well below 2 degrees C and to pursue efforts to limit to 1.5 degrees C. Enhance climate actions, blah, blah, blah. Intend to develop by COP26 in Glasgow their respective long-term strategies aimed at net zero GHG emissions and carbon neutrality. So still a couple days before we hear anything significant here, I think. Phase down of hydrofluorocarbon production. Kigali Amendment to the Montreal Protocol. So HFC is a follow-on chemical that replaced the use of CFCs. This HFC is used in high voltage transformers, enables them to be much more compact. Unfortunately, HFCs are also used in wind turbines in order to prevent shorts. So we will see if this sacrifices wind turbine efficiency in order to eliminate HFCs, because a total ban on HFCs may be problematic. It is used in some important processes. However, it is an extreme greenhouse gas. So that's the big news. Phase down of HFC. Circular economy, energy storage, and grid reliability. Now, what does this mean? This means recycling and post-consumer products. Energy storage means batteries and pumped hydro. Grid reliability means very large grid interconnects, HVDC long throw transmission. Carbon capture US, CCUS, what does that mean? I'm betting that's carbon capture. Storage utilization. CCSU is carbon capture storage utilization. Okay, so carbon capture, utilization, and storage. So this is a commitment to not only capture carbon, but keep it sequestered for a long time, to utilize the product of carbon capture, perhaps as fuels, and quote-unquote green hydrogen. However, they did not mention pink hydrogen, which is more efficient. That would be hydrogen produced via nuclear energy, would be pink hydrogen. Green hydrogen is produced via wind and solar. Increased deployment of renewable energy, green and climate resilient agriculture, energy efficient buildings, green low carbon transportation, cooperation on addressing emissions of methane and other non-CO2 greenhouse gases. Same thing with the HFCs, cooperation on addressing emissions from international civil aviation and maritime activities. So here's where we get our syn fuels for aviation and our nuclear boats. Other near-term policies and measures, including with respect to reducing emissions from coal, oil, and gas. And again, I'll point out that they mention CCUS, so that ties in coal, oil, and gas, CCUS. Two sides will cooperate to promote a successful COP26 in Glasgow. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Well, this is a whole bunch of nothing. So, hello, chat. Hey, PyProd, how you doing? Not incredibly excited about this news. We've got, potential, much better potential news could have come out of this. We could have had, nuclear technology cooperation, all sorts of stuff going on could have happened, but instead we get a whole bunch of little news, very uninspiring commitments. Some of them could be good, it could be progress, but no big news here. The CCUS thing really is not has not impacted me very, hasn't really inspired me. So here's the live feed of the Sky News, alternative Sky News channel, where they're showing us COVID. No, let's not talk about. Well, so this is an official source. This is official Sky News, positive cases to daily tests, and I mean, Sky News is using it. So, would I get a community strike for saying the same thing as Sky News? I don't know. Let's talk about climate instead, just in case, because YouTube is really strike happy on that subject. All right, what else is going on today? I guess that's the end of the news. I'm starting to lose viewers. That's unfortunately the end of it. We're back to programming as normal on Sky News. Not a great announcement. Sort of, it is a cooperation, but nothing super exciting. Weak sauce. I'm going to get back to work. So thank you all for stopping by. I don't even think I'm going to raid out because I hardly have maybe one viewer. So thank you for stopping by. Hi, PyProd. Thanks for picking up my content. You're a super supporter. So I will see you later.